So last week I ranted a little bit about mentally handicapped and how they're not chaperoned enough. I still feel that way this week. I was in the bathroom dropping a doom. I know you wanted to know that, right? You're welcome. The stall I was in doesn't have a lock on it. So I got wedged toilet paper in between the door. Shut up. And the reason I put the toilet paper in the crack is because, see, there's no lock. The door likes to slowly swing open. And it's kind of far away to just sit there like this. Oh, tacos. But went on with my business. Wedged toilet paper and door and all. I'm sitting there, playing my pinball on my iTouch. I hear the door open up, and all of a sudden, somebody comes to my door. And they kind of start looking at the crack, and I looked at them, I was like, hello? And all of a sudden, they start pushing on the door, so I pushed on the door real quick, like, whoa, somebody in here. They're like, it's Junior. Fuck. So this mentally handicapped kid is still pushing on my door. I'm holding on the door, trying to do my business at the same time, trying to hurry up. And he realizes there's another door. So he starts pushing on the door, and my neighbor is like, hey, somebody's in here. The kid starts looking through my crack again, no pun intended. Finally, he gave up on pushing on both the doors. I come out of the stall. I look at the kid, I was like, you go ahead and go in there. All of a sudden, he's like, did you poop? Well, yeah. You nasty. I was like, shit, that's right, I'm nasty. It's normal. And he's still just sitting on the floor, not even going into the stall. He tried to fucking beat the door down in the first place. And then out of nowhere, he's like, what's your name? Mark. CD review time. I'm going to do my CD review this week on Atmosphere's Family Sign. Awesome CD. I've been digging it a lot since it came out. It just recently came out. I didn't memorize the track names or anything like that, so I'm a cheat. Just for Show. Awesome song playing right now. It's got a really cool video. It's got a message behind it. It's really cool. It's talking about how, like, a lot of times you'll be mad at somebody so bad that you'll just be like, you know what? Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of my life. But there's somebody that you really love and everything like that, like, hardcore. You don't really mean it. Pretty much like, what? The fuck out of here. You're trying to show that you're the dominant one. When really, it shouldn't even be like that. Relationship should be a complete equal level playing ground, you know? The song is really good. Became. Crazy song. Talks about how he's camping with some chick, and she gets up in the morning, he starts walking in the snow, he follows her tracks for a while, starts seeing wolf tracks behind her, starts freaking out a little bit, and then sees another pair of wolf tracks, freaks out even more, notices her footsteps are enough for the apartment, and she's running, so he starts to run, has his knife on him and everything like that, gets to the end of the tracks. No blood, no body, no nothing, but it's 3 sets of wolf tracks. What? The whole album was really awesome. It's a little darker than usual, actually. It's a lot of negative shit. Like, he must have been sad. Must have been sad when he made it. Maybe he needs a hug. So Atmosphere, the Family Sign, pick that shit up. So last week, future me went back in time from his time in the future to come back and talk to me about the future having a hostile Yeti takeover. Yeah, he came back this week of something else. He was trying to tell me something that was just about to happen. Except he was a little late. Hey, you're back. Yeah, check this out. Bin Laden is dead. I know, you're a little late. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm gonna kick his ass. So what's the deal with the fake trucker hat? Actually, Ashton Kutcher is president now, so it's kind of mandatory. Really? Fucking nuts. So seeing as how you're already here, how would... What's up, you challenge? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Future me. So you're gonna take all of that. Are you ready? Seriously? Just give me the wasabi. Remind me why I used to do this. 2012 represent. Here, you want a drink? Yeah. Clever. We're all clever. What? Taking this with me. Hey, I just bought that today. Fucker. So I asked JD, A, what superpower would you want? B, why? C, would you be a superhero or a supervillain?
Okay, if you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be? Why? Go.
I would be Jesus.
Be what?
I'd have the powers of Jesus.
Why?
Can't kill him, because come back in 3 days. And you can turn water into wine. What else did he do? Oh yeah, he healed the sick. Fed like 40 people off a loaf of bread and a fish.
Would you be a supervillain Jesus or a superhero Jesus?
Probably neither, really. I just do what I want to do, which would be lots of water into wine.
That'd kind of be blasphemy, really.
Why?
Well, because you'd end up being like the lush version of Jesus. That's a sin right there. God, your dad. I don't know why I did the bunny ears. They can't see me. But your dad would not approve and spite thee. So then technically you'd be like a villain. So what about like a realistic superpower? If you couldn't be Jesus, what would you do? What would you have?
Pyrokinetic.
What would be the first thing you blow up? Work?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know if I can actually say where we were.
Yeah, I haven't actually been saying where we work. I have said that there's an asterisk in the symbol of our work that makes it look like a giant butthole. That's about it. It does, man. It's like a butthole made out of like 6 pieces of corn. Thanks for letting me count that out. And the fact that our building is brown now, it's like a giant brown butthole. And then our neighbor fucking store, which belongs to us, they painted it brown. So if we ever have a flood, we're gonna look like 2 floating pieces of shit with corn in it.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. That whole Jesus thing, if those powers really existed, he pretty much just one-upped me. Alright, movie review time. I'm actually surprised I never did this review. One of my favorite movies. Love this movie. The Boondock Saints. You haven't heard of it? You live under a huge fucking rock and it's time to crawl your way out of that bitch. Boondock Saints is about 2 Irish brothers who decide to go on a killing spree. But not like kill a bunch of random people or anything like that. They're going around killing mobsters. They've got a friend who actually works for the mobsters. This is like a delivery boy type guy. Now, he's got this little book full of all the mobsters' fucking names, addresses, phone numbers, their habits, things they like, turn-ons, turn-offs, personal mob penthouse, right? So he teams up with his 2 friends, the 2 Irish brothers, and just go on like a whole fucking killing spree in the name of God type shit. Willem Dafoe plays a detective in this movie who is on their ass pretty much. He's like right behind him, a step right behind him, but he's got in his head that like there's a bunch of them. And he even catches these 2 guys. They turn themselves in. under something else that happened. And he doesn't realize that they're actually the ones killing all the mobsters, so he just lets them go. Then later, he actually finds out that they are indeed the killers of all these monsters and shit. But instead of tracking them down and arresting them, he actually helps them out on one more kill. The main mobster. This mobster guy actually ends up killing their friend. That's got the little black book and everything. So it's almost like a revenge type killing / work of God, I guess, if you will. Or if you won't. Boondock Saints. Fucking great movie. Two brothers, third friend, little black book, mobster names, mobster numbers, killing all of them. Dad gets out of jail. Dad gets hired to kill his sons. Sons and dad all find out really family. Get together. Meet up with the crazy fucking senile psychopath detective guy who is now on their side. Friend with little black book dies. Revenge against the mob. Kills the mobster guy in the fucking courtroom in front of everybody. Cool fucking scene. So Boondock Saints, pick that shit up. Awesome movie.
Unglue your lips from being together and wear some pink and pearls. You can have your friends round and they can stay for tea. Won't you just try to fit in? Please do this for me. But Mariella just crossed her arms and she walked up the stairs and she went into her bedroom and she sat on her bed and she looked in the mirror and she thought to herself, if I want to play, I can play with me. If I want to think, I'll think in my head. At school, Mariella didn't have many friends. Yeah, the girls, they all looked at her and they thought she was quite strange. And the boys, they're not really into girls that age. And the teachers, they thought...
So, we just got home not too long ago from the emergency room. It was our first visit. Let's try not to do it anymore. But Mari's been sick. You can't tell. But she's been sick for the past 3 days. Like 100 to 102, creeping up to 103 temperature. And tonight it got to 104. So we took it. But we learned something tonight. Apparently, temperatures really don't matter. The guy said that 100.5 is just as bad as 105. He said a fever is a fever. The way I kind of thought about it, and I talked to RanDoM and said it's kind of like weather. Like, they say it's 20% chance of rain or 70% chance of rain. It's either going to rain or it's not, so it's pretty much 50-50. So, with a sick baby, it's pretty much, whether it's 100 or 105, it's still a fever. Also learned that a baby with a high fever, their brain will not boil. It's not going to fry their brain. That's just a myth. That was actually my main concern, but the doctor let me know that no, my baby's brain is perfectly fine. It's not really the fever that causes any brain damage or anything like that from heat or anything. It's actually whatever is causing the fever in the first place, whatever virus they have. So, but she just has something that's going around right now. Nothing big. So there's nothing wrong with her lungs, nothing wrong with her nose, nothing wrong with her ears. She's about to come back with a nub though. So, that was our little adventure. Say bye.